was inflated.
10-4.
Copy 701.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
Well, you see the red lights?
I did.
Then slow down.
I did stop.
You're free to go.
You know what? You just busted my car.
I did, because you almost ran me over. You're free to go.
It's weird how standing in the middle of the street while cars are driving by and it's basically dark might get you run over. Or you can get mad about how you decided to stand in the middle of the street and start smashing people's windows as they drove by. As that second lady, as you see there, said, I slowed down. I'm not sure how slow this particular officer wanted folks to go. But the reason he's out there in the first place is from October 17th. A man in New Mexico was the victim of a hit and run. He decided to call the police. He called the police, not a crackhead. He called the police to come help him out, and this arriving officer was standing there, not investigating anything about it, but instead decided to put some, I guess, flares out in the street, lights on, and stand there and get mad at folks. Let's watch it from the beginning.
You okay?
It's my husband.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Hey,
give me your necklace. Oh, wait. No,
Don't leave the necklace on.
How you feeling, man?
Your watch.
Okay. Ambulance just pulled up.
Does he need his watch off?
It's fine, Jerry.
Is it that hand that's smiling?
Were you in the car?
No.
Where's the car that hit
He
him?
took off back to Mount Nursery, I said.
Who was it?
It was a gray truck, she said. A gray older truck. A gray truck just stopped on the side right in front of him. And
Looked like a pretty serious accident. The man that was involved in that hit and run accident did have some comments about what it was that happened, how it led to this whole situation. It did get worse, so hold on. This is what he said. I was involved in a bad hit and run accident on Monday, October 17th. Officer Chad Whitson arrived on the scene where the looks of it doesn't have his seatbelt on. I'll get to why that's important soon. Anyway, he starts somewhat of an investigation, but doesn't seem to ask for more units to look for the truck that caused the accident or to assist him in blocking the road. He's walking on the highway without a reflective vest on, and he's walking a couple of vehicles past him, and it looks like he breaks their mirrors and blames it on them. Breaks first mirror, and he points out the time frame of the first and second mirrors that you saw him break. Let's get by running that again. You can run on next to me, you guys, because this is then where he was out in the middle of the street after he had spoken to them and decided to start getting mad. He wasn't the victim of a hit and run. I'm not sure why he's so upset. Anyways, without even helping out, as that man pointing out, this same cop then gives the man that was in the hit and run accident a citation for not having his seatbelt on. Here's information. At one point, he asked me if I had a seatbelt on, and I said yes, which I stand by. Anyway, later he walks up to my wife and tells her I lied to him about my seatbelt being on and that he's going to give me a citation. Like, what the F? And even if that's what he was going to do, why go tell my wife, just do it? But in my eyes, it seems like he just wants to be like Woodard and let the bad guys go and get money from the ones that follow the law any way he can. This officer is now under investigation by me. And I'll be getting videos from the past few months to see what kind of officer he really is. Apparently, this officer has opened up an entire can of worms that he probably shouldn't. Here, let's watch him one more time, because after this, he then decides to give this guy a citation for that seatbelt that he was just describing. Watch.
So your husband lied to me. He said he was wearing a seatbelt. He wasn't. So he's gonna be receiving a citation for that. And then I am gonna look for the other guy. I told him, cause he said somebody got out and was like, sorry, Tony, sorry, and then they took off. So obviously whoever this was knows who he is. So if y'all get a phone call later saying, hey, sorry, I didn't mean to cause you to wreck, or whatever the case they say, let me know, and then we'll go from there.
Your husband lied to me. Well, there's so much more that can be done when you're in this kind of a situation. Which, by the way, and also if you're in a situation where you're in the middle of the street and you're assessing an accident, which we thought he would be doing, and there's cars coming through, is the appropriate approach to then start smashing car windows, destroying people's property? That's what we've been always told the police are supposed to protect is people's property. I guess unless they're in a bad mood and had a bad morning or something and decide to just start smashing people's windows. We talked earlier, Waz, about how Donald Trump said police are they're losing their dignity because they say a couple of bad things and then they lose their entire lives over it. Or they break people's windows and things like that and no one really cares.
Yeah, I would hope that this guy would get reprimanded. Just the idea that like this dude has obviously been in a pretty bad accident. And you go up to his loved ones and you're talking about, yeah, this guy lied to me. He's gonna get a citation. And you know what? I respect those women. They just looked at this dude and said, "You don't get it. You're in some other place, bro. Like our loved one could have nearly died. The dude that hit him ran off on the scene. He's in a bad way right now, and you talking about some citation, bro? Get out of my face."
Yeah,
thank you.
I hope he follows through because he said he's going to be on this guy and discover what kind of cop he is. I look forward to that follow up from our guy, Small Town Audit 48. So another day in police work in America. Fund the police, says Joe Biden and Donald Trump, by the way.